The goal of this mission is to raise awareness in the United States about the intolerable situation in the North. And as we're speaking tonight, it's not just the North, it's pretty close to the center of the country. That is that the northern part of the country had been under almost continuous rocket and drone fire since the 8th of October, when Hezbollah, in some type of act of solidarity with Hamas's horrendous attack on southern Israel, opened fire. And since October 8th, we've had now 100,000 Israelis who have been rendered homeless. Thousands of homes have been destroyed. Tens of thousands of acres of farmland and forest have gone up in flames. And dozens of people have been killed and wounded. No sovereign country would sustain that type of aggression without a response. But the situation was not being reported in any way in this country. If you look on the news, the North never made the headlines. And the great fear I had was that when Israel did respond, it would be portrayed in the American media as an act of unprovoked aggression by Israel against Hezbollah. And in fact, over the last few days, beginning with the operation of the pagers and the walkie-talkies, and then the elimination of senior Hezbollah officials in Beirut, much of the American press have portrayed the conflict as precisely that Israel has escalated against Hezbollah. So the 11 months of flagrant aggression against the people of Israel has been completely forgotten. And so the mission was designed to bring the human aspect of the situation home by taking people from different backgrounds, different cities, different parts of the North to Washington, D.C., to bring them to the Capitol Hill, to both houses, to both parties. In this particular mission, it was also a meeting with more than 40 members of the diplomatic community in Washington, with the press, with Jewish leaders, and then finally a meeting in the White House with senior advisors to both the president and the vice president, the candidate Kamala Harris.
Do you feel that people learned and they understand now?
Without exception, everybody thanked us, and I think sincerely thanked us, that they didn't know. I think with the representatives of the administration in the White House, I think they were close to tears listening to the stories that people were telling them. It was very emotional. And I think we accomplished the goal. We created awareness here and maybe change the narrative. Now, in addition to this, I am the founder and president of an organization called the Israel Advocacy Group, and IAG is working around the clock to present Israel's narrative in the media, in the mainstream media, in the non-mainstream media. So in between speaking tonight at IAC and being in Congress earlier today, I was on CNN talking about the situation up north.
Now, you were here at the IAC National Summit here in Washington, and you had a message also to the Jewish diaspora. They too are emissaries or soldiers in this battle.
But of course they are, and they have to fight for Israel in a Churchillian sense. They have to fight in the classroom, in the courtroom, in the legislature, in the media, literally in the streets. One of the points I made tonight was the great debate over whether anti-Zionism is a form of anti-Semitism. I think that debate is ended. And so when you go out to fight anti-Semitism, you're also fighting for the state of Israel. If you're fighting against Jew hatred, you're fighting for the Jewish state. So the call to arms, as it were, was to go out and fight anti-Semitism, but also protect Israel.